And stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Jones. And it's Covington in at the power forward position. And for the Nets, we've got Durant, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. A shot by Harden, wide open. Basket is good, the assist from Harris. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Harden the pass to KD. To the paint. And the rebound by Nurkic. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Lays it up and banks it in. Nurkic has got his second basket.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Pass to Durant. Oh, good on that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Powell, no one around him. Off target from outside. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Passes it to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Nurkic. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Lillard missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Harris kicks to Jordan. Out to KD. Takes the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
And the way Durant gets his shot off, so cool, so effortless.
Now, here's Lillard. The pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
It's Durant on the wing. Defended by Covington. A nice shot by Harris.
Now look, an assist like that gives Durant more hype than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Lillard against Harden. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Down low, Jordan, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Pass to Powell. 1:10 left to play here in the first. Inside, Griffin with the steal. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the basket by McCollum.
McCullough, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Dinwiddie outside. Irving kicks to Green. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter, and a missed layup. From about 16, they get it again, and Collins is right there. And it's a tie ball game.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
Irving passes to Green. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Collins has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. He's covered by Irving. Simons surveying the D. And here's Kanter. Here's Anthony. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Tie game in Brooklyn. We'll get things started. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how
humble beginnings. I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a five-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the one. Portland leading, and now Portland on the break. The wide open look here for Anthony, and it's good off the back rim and in.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
To the inside, and Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Irving.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Pass to Carmelo. To the middle. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
You must push Collins further away. When you don't, this is exactly what's going to happen.
After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
McCollum outside. Beyond the arc. Collins dishes to McCollum. Back to Collins. Fires from 18. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Nets trail by 4. Now Irving. And the shot is good. Irving's got his first 2 points.
One of the best point guards in the league. Getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Simons, the pass to Anthony. The rebound by Jeff Green.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anymore.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Harden surveying the D. The kick out to Brown. From 11 feet away. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McCollum. If you go, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Covington wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Covington's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Irving. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Back to McCollum. He kicks it to Covington. Nurkic trying to get open, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. So both teams changing it up here. Trailblazers leading by 5. Powell with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Out to Harris. All alone. Another one falls for Brooklyn. There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Lillard. The tray. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. Kicks it out to Harden. The 3 doesn't go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. Powell inside. He's covered by Brown. Powell, that's good.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Harden the pass to Durant. What a play! Simply drains it. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Dame Lillard, a player who's... That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing upon whatever the defense gives up.
Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Feeds it to Powell. Stolen by Harden. Harris with it. Jones covering. Covington against Durant. The feed to Jordan. The 9-foot shot. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. Portland leading. Lillard scanning the floor. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
I like watching Lillard shoot when he's in rhythm. He's superb at switching from dribbling to shooting in the blink of an eye.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's KD. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And so he makes both from the line. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Lillard misses. Nets trail by 4. Down low. And the dunk by Jordan.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Now here's Lillard. He has 5. Now the dish to Powell. Back to Lillard. Lots of room. And he drops that one in. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
And Harden launches it from deep. Powell pulls it in.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Jones, no one around him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. So Portland ends up going with the new group. 1:37 left in the 3rd quarter. Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. That shot is off. Good D by McCollum. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 1:25 left to play in the 3rd. And here's McCollum. He has 7. Passes it to Simons. Back to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Over Irving. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. 7-point differential. On the wing, Green. Now the pass to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Irving's shot is good.
Look, Irving rarely misses from downtown, even way outside. He's a knockdown threat.
There's 39 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to Cantor. Over Claxton. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
For a guy that spends so much time in the low post, Cantor is a solid jump shooter. Good rhythm to his catch-and-shoot motion.
Now Irving. He's got 7. The 17-footer. That one drops for him. Irving's got 9 points.
Got to know that Irving is an excellent mid-range shooter. But then again, where isn't he a great shooter?
The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 4. We're going to step. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So it's Brooklyn now. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Anthony is out there with Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at point guard. Dinwiddie with it. Now defended by McCollum. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Portland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Launches a three. Sinks the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And McCullough is fantastic in running the screen and roll. He knows how to use the pick to get space to shoot.
Outside, Green. Back to Irving. They kick it out to Green. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Portland with the rebound. Kanter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's McCollum in the corner. Pass to Simons. Collins against Griffin. Collins passes to Simons. Over Irving. And it's Simons missing. Nets trail by 4. To the paint. Griffin kicks to Green. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Claxton. Stolen by Collins. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Nice D from Griffin. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving is proven to be a sensational teammate.
Portland's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Simons. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Green, and it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Back to Irving. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Irving continues to bury big shot after big shot. He just has a knack for stepping up in crucial moments.
Harden against Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
1:49 left in the game. Passes to Irving. He dishes it to Harris. Nets passing it around. 5 to shoot. Harden the pass to KD. Good D by Covington.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Lillard left side. Over Durant. Lillard misses. Nets trail by 4. Back to KD. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
When things get tough, you start to lean on your stars. And Durant always seems to come up with a clutch shot.
Lillard with it. It's Covington on the wing. Now here's Lillard. A 3 from McCollum. Jordan with the rebound. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Lillard outside. The pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Jacks up a three. Trifecta.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Harden outside. Back to Jordan. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Powell. Good. Now it's a 5-point Portland lead. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. Of here and his things.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Brown in at the 2 spot. Now here is Holiday. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Over Jordan. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. The kick out to Brown. Offensive rebound.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Another shot. And it's Antetokounmpo with the bucket inside. Giannis has got the game going here with the first basket for the Bucks. And here's Harden. Pass to Durant. The kick out to Brown. Back to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
Now here is Holiday. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Here's Harris following the bucket by the Bucks. 5 on the clock. Harden kicks to Brown. Kicks it out to Harden. From outside, off the mark. The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair.
Oh!
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! My goodness! Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton on the wing. There's the 3. Jordan with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's Harden with the drive. Jordan dishes to Harden. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Harden kicks to Harris. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. They now take the lead. KD's got 6.
Excellent release in the pick and roll that time by Durant. He's developed a nice feel for the game.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Holiday. 3-pointer. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Harden outside. In the corner, it's Harris. This one for 3.
It's pretty clear that Middleton takes pride in his defense. If he can't block the shot, he's going to do everything he can to at least challenge it and disrupt the shooter.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Harden.
attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Holiday looking over the floor. Middleton for three. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Man, it's obvious that Middleton has great confidence. I mean, you can just see it oozing out of him. He's so good at catching the defense off balance and knocking down the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
There's 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Harris, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. That gives them the lead. 5 points in the game.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Harden has a wide open look. A putback, and KD is right there. Durant's got 8 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Middleton outside. To the inside. And to Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
And both free throws good for Giannis. 6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks lead by 1. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
We've got Irving. Griffin is out there with Green, and it's Claxton in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Outside Teague. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And, you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Portis in the post. Over Claxton. It's deflected. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bucks trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
T kicks it to Tucker. Here's Nora. Offensive rebound. Portis. It's tipped. Now, Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Claxton. It's stolen by T.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
Back to Tucker. Here's Norrell. Right wing. Lock at 6. Portis, the pass to Teague. They need this one. That shot misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Irving with a clean look. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Tucker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, you got to do a lot more than that against Tucker, fellas. He's too big, too strong at times for the defense.
Outside Irving. Passes it to Dinwiddie. There's Green with the 3. Goes back up. Claxton. And he makes the bucket. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in, trying to get open as Lopez. And a great move by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with.
The 3 from Harden buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Middleton on the wing. It's hauled in by Brown.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Jordan kicks to Harden. Harris against Middleton for 3. Harris's shot is off. The drive by Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
And that does it for the... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 8 points and 3 rebounds. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Brooklyn leading by 4. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Lopez with the steal.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Antetokounmpo for the tie. That shot no good. Great D that time from Durant. And here's Harris from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Harris has got 5 now.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Fast break, Milwaukee throws it down as the fit. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
Middleton outside. Charity stripe shot. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Harden outside. Pass to KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes down 2 points. KD's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Outside Holiday. The 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
For 3, Harris. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 2nd rebound here tonight. Holiday with it. Guarded now by Durant. And they'll keep possession.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Tries from 16 and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 3.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. To the right side. The drive by Green. And he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got his first points of the game.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
On the wing, Holiday. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Griffin, also Green out there, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Nets 5. Irving passes to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. That 3 off the mark. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Connaughton. There's the pass to Portis. Can't hit from in close.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Nora. An easy 2 points on the layup. Nora's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bucks. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And Dinwiddie gets it to go on the assist by Griffin.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Teague with the ball. There's the lob to the hoop.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Nets with the lead. Here now is Dinwiddie. Pass to Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
And so Irving nails both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Teague surveying the D. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now it's Griffin running. Here he goes, sailing in.
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
You can really see Middleton now starting to emerge as a leader for this team. Whenever they're looking for an important basket, he provides it.
Harden kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Back to Harden. Good on the shot.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Bucks trail by 5. Outside Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Lets the 3 fly. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. For 3, Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. to Middleton. 1:27 left here in the fourth quarter. From 11 feet away. It's good on the putback.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Nets leading by 6. Now here's Harden. .107 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's the three. The shot will not fall. And Milwaukee the other way now.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
KD finds Harden. From outside the arc, it's good from long range. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Brown dishes to KD. Stolen by Holiday.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. And don't let the high fashion fool you. And the Clippers starting five. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the one. And for Brooklyn, Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Luwawu in at shooting guard. Now here's Beverly. The pass to Leonard. Over Jordan. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Clock at 4. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Shot's good by Ibaka. And Doris, tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Durant, the pass to Luwawu. Outside for Durant. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And it's the Clippers ball. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And Luwawu-Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And stolen by Jordan. Durant against Leonard. KD passes to Harden. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
To the inside, Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's KD. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Durant finds Jordan. That one good for 2.
Boy, in pick and roll situations, Kevin Durant has every pass. The lob, the pocket pass, so pretty.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's George. Leonard trying to break free. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
Well, what you love about Serge Ibaka, yes, he has tremendous size and reach and great athleticism, but he plays his role to a T.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Luwawu. Kicks it out to Harden. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Ibaka wide open. He fires. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Durant with a wide open look. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Now here's Leonard. Up and in on the layup. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here is Harden at the top of the key. Durant. Jordan trying to free himself up, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Look at Kevin Durant, all 6'9", but what a handle. Gosh, that move was pretty.
Leonard looking around. Offline with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The 3 from Harden. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that 3-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now here's George. No points in the game yet for him. And he comes up with the deuce.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Outside Durant. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Jordan trying to free himself up, and he makes that one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The 3 from George. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Here's KD. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Look, Kevin Durant's looking at the defender like, hey, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're
show up as what I'm doing.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Griffin is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Dinwiddie against Jackson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
This is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Batum passes to Jackson. The Clippers get another chance here. Back to Kennard. Second shot opportunity. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Outside Irving. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Passes it to Claxton. Ball's knocked loose. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. The three is good, and he got fouled in the act of shooting. This could turn into a 4-point play.
Check out the vision from Jackson. He doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
He dishes it to Batum. Kennard against Dinwiddie. Pass to Batum. A baseline J. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Claxton, marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Outside Jackson. To Cousins, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game, and a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Leonard, that's for two, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Harden. It's not going to go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris against Green. His first shot coming late. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And that one's good. George
And Paul George knocks that one down every time. He is a threat to score from any spot on the floor.
Harden outside. Durant for three. They get the rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 12.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
George with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. Harden outside. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are leading by 12. And that.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Morris in at the power forward position. No good from Jordan.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
In the corner, it's Morris. George from deep three-point land, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Harden dishes to Green. Over Morris. And Green gets it to go. And the Nets lead by 14.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
In the corner, George with it. And it's in off the backboard. 9 points for George.
Yeah, Patrick Beverley making it easy for his teammate to score.
Harden outside. Outside Durant. Back to Harden. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Over Beverley. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Outside Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Harden the pass to Durant. Feeds to Jordan. Makes it off the glass. Jordan's got 10.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And there's the pass to Ibaka. Off target with his 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Harden draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Brooklyn has possession. Just 5 to shoot. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. .130 left in the third. Kennard on the wing. Los Angeles with another miss. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn leading by 13. Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. .110 left to play in the third. Harris outside. Puts up a three. Hands it from downtown. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Jackson has the open look. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Harris outside. .34 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Griffin. No good with the triple. Clippers trail by 16. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The Clippers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, you think back to DeMarcus Cousins' career. Because of his skill set on the low block, he has spent a lot of time at the foul line.
Irving with it. Just 3 on the clock. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Nets lead by 15.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
And so it's Brooklyn riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Griffin. He's out there with Harris. And it's Irving in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. He was all alone on that one. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Outside for Griffin. Rocket 2. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Clippers trail by 12. Outside Jackson. Tries again. Passes it to Batum. And stolen by Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. Pass to Griffin. Back to Dinwiddie. The dish now to Irving. Cousins pulls it in. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Clippers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Now Irving. Pass to Claxton. Shoots over Cousins. And again, it's the Nets missing. Clippers trail by 10. Batum attacking. And there's Jackson on the assist by Batum.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
And the pass to Dinwiddie to stop the drought. And it's good on the way in. And the Nets lead by 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's buddies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Irving looking for an opening. His three-pointers off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Cousins, the pass to Jackson. Cousins trying to free himself up. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Jackson. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Right side Irving. Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You've got to play him straight up and be balanced.
The drive by Jackson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
So he gets them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Harden outside. Passes to KD. High post shot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Rebound, Brooklyn. At one point they led by 16. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. 35 seconds left to play in the final quarter. KD on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Back to Harden. Green taking his time here. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Probably. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for
Team. He said
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Durant. Pass to Jordan. Shoots over Covington. That one off the back iron and out.
He had a teammate wide open for a better shot. I don't know why he still attempted that with the D right in his face.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Harden the pass to Jordan. Out to Harris. Fires the three. And the rebound by Nurkic.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
The shot by Powell, no good. Harden outside. Offensive rebound, Nets. It's stolen by Jones. Now the pass to Nurkic. Here's Lillard. Rebound, Brooklyn. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Harris passes to Jordan. Nets passing it around. Over Jones. A second chance effort. Jordan with the bucket.
And off the schneid here. 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Now Lillard. Pass to Powell. Harden against Lillard. Powell for three. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Brown outside. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Passes it to Nurkic. Lillard outside. It's stolen by Brown. Kicks it to Harden. Back to Brown. Dishes it to Durant. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. 2 on the clock. Covington. They grab their own miss.
You have to be careful when Nurkic attempts those kinds of shots. He's very skilled at drawing contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. Brooklyn trailing. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Harden kicks to KD. Fires high post. Again, the Nets for 2.
That's where Durant is making a living right now. A sensational jump shooter and a deadly release.
Lillard the pass to Pop. Now Lillard. From deep. That one doesn't go.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Now here's Harden. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Durant. Again, the Nets for 2. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Powell dishes to Lillard. Down low. And the dunk by Covington.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Harden outside to the paint. Nurkic with the steal. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The kick out to Brown. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. It's Brown with the drive. It's good.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Lillard scanning the floor. It could go, and no good on the last second attempt this time. It's all tied in Portland. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Anthony. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. So it's Brooklyn now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Kanter with it. He's picked up by Irving. A 3 from McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
Here's Dinwiddie. They kick it out to Green. And there's the pass to Claxton. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Irving. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
6 on the shot clock. Tips it up. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Got a hand on it.
That's good footwork from the big man, as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
Collins dishes to Cantor, and he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Outside Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom, because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Simons. Outside Anthony. Pass to Simons. He kicks it to Cantor. Outside Collins. 13 feet away. Brooklyn with the rebound. Griffin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving passes to Claxton. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
McCollum outside. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Irving from long range bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Well, he's seeing everything right now. Fantastic job pulling the trigger when he's open.
Simons surveying the D. McCollum against Irving. Griffin with the steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
McCollum with the ball. He has 5. Left side Collins. Lobbed up there for Collins.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Now here's Dinwiddie. A deep 3 from Green, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Brooklyn. Found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The 3rd quarter just about to get started.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So for Brooklyn now, Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Nets with the lead.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for He's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind. Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Harden dishes to KD. Second chance shot. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Lillard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside, Jones passes to Covington. To the middle. Here's Lillard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
Lillard against Harden. Brown the pass to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden inside the three-point line. That one a little long.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Here is Harden. There's the triple. Cranes the three-pointer. Harden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. No good on the 3.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter. Harden dishes to Brown. Back to Harden. Harris outside. To the inside. Powell with the steal. Here's Lillard. Finished off the break. Lillard's got 7.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard's showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Poked away. And it's Jones with the ball for Portland. Powell for 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And now a 3-point Trailblazer lead. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Lillard against Harden. The kick out to Brown. Back to Durant. To halt the run. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Portland leading by 3. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Jones, no one around him. Four on the clock. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Yeah, life's not fair, right? I mean, that is unfair. You do everything you can to contest Durant's shot, and it turns up to be an up fake instead.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
McCollum outside. Launches it. That shot off. The shot, no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Trailblazers. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Collins is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. They kick it out to Green. On the wing, Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
But they get it back. Collins passes to Simons. Back to Collins. Banked in off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Collins with a good read there and laser focused on where he could get to collect the offensive board.
Outside Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. 11 feet away. That one doesn't drop. And it's Portland the other way. McCollum right side. Collins wide open. He fires. The three-pointer no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Claxton. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's Simons. Pass to McCollum. Fires it up. Offensive rebound. Kanter. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Kanter is a monster on the offensive glass.
On the wing, Green. Back to Dinwiddie. Inside. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. Stolen by Kanter. Bobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
How about Collins getting a big-time opportunity there?
Here now is Dinwiddie. It's Irving, top of the key. Shoots off the step back. Here's Claxton. Lays it up off the glass.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Here's Simons. Now Anthony. Great D that time from Green.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Zach Collins. Powell, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. That's a 2 from Lillard. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. The pass to Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Irving can't get it to go. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Covington. Count it!
Big time hoop from Covington. He's had to earn everything he's gotten in his NBA career.
Harden against Lillard. It's Harden with the drive, and the basket is good.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Nurkic up top. Lillard against Harden. It's in!
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Irving dishes to Harden. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Is what you're saying.
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
That will count. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. Then there's Brown. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the point. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Harris outside. No good on the triple. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And the dunk by Giannis.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Outside Jordan. Back to Harden. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Tries to keep it alive. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Harden the pass to Durant. Lets it go with the 3. Doesn't go that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. DiVincenzo finds Lopez. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Moves back up. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Yes, that goes in.
To me, this is the next step for Giannis, wanting to improve that jump shot, especially off the catch.
Now, here is Harden. Nets passing it around. Goes up at the stripe. No good from Durant.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden outside. KD dishes to Jordan. Outside for KD. 5 to shoot. Harden the pass to Jordan. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Bucks leading by 6. Here's DiVincenzo. Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Harden the pass to Durant. They need this. He's off on that one.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Fires for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Tries again, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Nets trail by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shoots it up. Here's Harden, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Jeff Green is checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bruce Brown. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Bobby Portis. The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First free throw is good.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. One second left. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Bucks ahead, up by 10. And we'll be back in... And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that you got to finish the job. You got to get it done. But I'm just, I'm happy from all that experience.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
PJ Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague. And it's Nora in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Dinwiddie finds Irving. Steps back and fires. They get it back.
Fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Nets trail by 12. In transition, here come the Nets. Yep, that one goes in there.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
The Bucks have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah,
and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Claxton with the bucket.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Nora. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 4 to shoot. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Portis. Got a piece of it.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Nets trail by 10. Irving up top. Teague covering. From deep. A rebound by the Bucks.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got his first points in this one. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Teague, the pass to Connaughton, hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard would be able to find an open man right there, but Teague is always looking for the right play.
Outside, Green. Back to Irving. Shoots the three. No good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Teague, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Teague's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
Tell you what, guys, you've just got to give Teague a lot of credit for his focus. Very poised under pressure.
Here's Irving. They get it back. Outside, Green. Down low. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Here's Irving. Fouled on the shot and picked. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Holiday. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Holiday's got 5 now.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Irving against Holiday. Irving kicks to Brown. The wide open look for Durant. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Milwaukee up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's left.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
A deep 3 from Durant. Hits it from 3-point range. Durant's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets. And here's Holiday. 5 points in the game. Pass to Giannis. Middleton outside. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Nets trail by 9. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Durant in the corner. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Middleton. From deep, Harden. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. They trail by 11.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself. He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Shots good by Middleton.
Well, there's a good reason this guy shoots as many threes as he does. Chris Middleton is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Harden the pass to Durant. Yep, it counts. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Passes it to Giannis. Pocket 6. Sweet move. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Left side, Harris. Outside, Durant. Over Lopez. Again, Durant missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Goes up on the high post. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Durant.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
Holiday with it. 5 points in the game. Now DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Giannis, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Harden dishes to Brown. On the wing, Harris. Back to Brown. Kicks it out to Harden. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Harden's got 8 points.
I mean, it's hard not to appreciate Harden because he's the complete package.
.104 left to play here in the third. Holiday, no one around him. A putback, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Nets trail by 10. For 3, Harris. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
A shot by Harden, wide open. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. 10 points for him.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Holiday with the 3, nailed from three-point land. And the Bucks lead by 13.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Kept alive, out to KD. Good on the triple. Durant's got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 10-point lead, some breathing room. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got Portis. E.J. Tucker is out there with Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Irving can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Portis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Back to Irving. Over Teague. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
From past the arc, the shot misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Teague against Irving. Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Here's Claxton. Here's Griffin. And he lays it straight in. Griffin's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Outside Teague. That one goes in. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The pass to Green. Irving against Teague. Here's Claxton. That's tipped. Now here's Teague. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Portis. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And Milwaukee has possession. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. A nice shot by Tucker.
Tucker doing a nice job getting it done from there.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. It's a 14-point game. Over Teague. Irving, good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Back to Teague. Bucks passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Tucker. And it's sent back by KD.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Bucks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Drew Holiday.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Middleton outside. No good from outside. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on a comeback. Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Floats it up for Giannis. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
9 seconds left in the fourth. Harden surveying the D. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. There's a look at downtown Los Angeles. So the Nets starting five. They've got Green, Harden out there with Luwawu, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in its center. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Beverly in at the point. Now, here is Harden. Pass to Durant. He feeds it to Jordan. Here's Harden on the wing. Back to Jordan. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. It's stolen by Green. Harden the pass to Jordan. Over Ibaka. The offensive rebound. And Jordan gets it to go.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Now here's Beverly. Leonard on the wing. And finished off by Leonard.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Green. Here's KD. Knocks down the step-back J.
I'll tell you, he can make it look easy. That jump shot of Kevin Durant is automatic.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Pass to George. Now Leonard. And it's Durant with the rebound. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's Llewellyn, following the score by Serge Ibaka. Right side, Durant. Jordan kicks to Green. 5 to shoot. Back to Jordan. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Jordan's got 6.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already, he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Out to Morris. Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. For the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, the three-point shooting of Paul George is an important attribute. Because he can put it on the deck, he's got to balance it with that kind of look right there.
Here's Llewellyn. Back to Harden. From downtown, score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here is George. And the layup's good off the glass. He has 5. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
You can see why DeAndre Jordan, for his career, over 65% field goal shooting. So close, so easy.
Now, here's George. He's got 5. Got that bucket in no time at all. George has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Los Angeles. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Harden the pass to Llewellyn. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Harden's shot is off. Outside, George. Jordan with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Earlier tonight,
everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Joe Harris. He's out there with Griffin. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. Now here is Harris. Three-pointer. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
We all know Joe Harris is a dead-eye shooter from distance who helps space the floor. What a look.
Jackson drives in. Stolen. Harris looking it over. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And a wide open look for Irving. Misses off the right iron.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. After the miss from Reggie Jackson, a nice shot by Harris.
Well, he is tailor-made for the catch-and-shoot game. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Here's Kennard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Harris outside. Griffin kicks to Harris. Dinwiddie against Kennard. Stolen by Zubac. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Finished off the break. Jackson's got his first basket.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Jackson against Irving. Five on the clock. And the rejection by Zubac. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Left side, Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
Now, here is Irving. Over to the wing. Here's Dinwiddie. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Nets lead by 7.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Claxton the pass to Griffin. To the middle. Out left to the wing. Irving looking over the floor. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Here's Claxton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dinwiddie left side. Over George. Up again. And Griffin stays with it.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And here's George. He's got 10. Leonard the pass to Morris. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. And that one's good. George.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Now here's Harden. Outside Durant. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the DeAndre Jordan came out on a mission in the first. He had 8 points. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And here's Harden. Kawhi Leonard getting his three to go. KD drives in. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant not about to settle for any low percentage shot. My goodness, with authority.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Lets it go from the wing. And it's the Clippers scoring again. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check. Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Beverly against Harden. Outside Durant takes a three. Rebound by the Clippers. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Now, here's Green. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Harden the pass to Llewellyn. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Harden surveying the D. 6 to shoot. KD dishes to Jordan. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. That's 10 points for Jordan. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
The dunk, and here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, at a healthy 235, Marcus Morris is pretty good at throwing his weight around, especially on the glass.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Irving passes to Claxton. Back to Irving. Irving double team. There's the pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Baseline jumper. Nice jump shot. Good. Irving's got his second bucket.
Well, the ability to score at all three levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
Kennard, the pass to Zubac. 54 seconds left in the third. Count the basket. Zubac has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Irving against Jackson. Outside for Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Irving. Almost, but it rolls out. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Dinwiddie. Harris passes to Claxton. Here's Dinwiddie. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Dinwiddie right side. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Kyrie Irving. Joe Harris is out there with Griffin. And it's Dinwiddie in at the two-guard. The Clippers shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Batum against Griffin. Pass to Zubac. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Bennett shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Dinwiddie finds Griffin. Good.
So smooth with his shot mechanics. Joe Harris, what a pretty jumper.
Outside Jackson. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And it's good. 2 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. He gets that one. And the Nets lead by 2.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving, one of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Count it. Good. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Claxton the pass to Irving. It's good.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Jackson against Irving. To the paint. Here's Kennard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Here's Irving after the Clippers pick up 2. 2 free throws coming up, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
To the inside, Claxton the pass to Griffin. Here's Claxton, the kick out to Irving, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert to traffic.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Harden outside. Outside, KD. Shot clock at 6. Keeps it alive, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Outside, George. Kicks it to Ibaka. Now, here's George. Not a lot of room. And yes, it's good.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Harden outside. It counts.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Leonard against Durant. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Harden inside the three-point line, but they'll get another chance. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that. That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Tipped away. From deep. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
Boy, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical three-point cushion. What poise.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 3. 1 second left in the game. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to